They run it again with Kamara. To about the 35, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Andy Dalton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Lance going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Deebo. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dalton.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, go steal.
Show it. Check 99. Kill.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On second down, Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. There, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Jim. Begin.
Hey, go Fury. Need old blue. Hey, red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
That's the stop. There we go. That's the one. Hey, Mike.
Yellow, go. Smash, red. Ready, go.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Let's go, baby.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Lance. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion.
Touchdown 49ers. Jordan Matthews from 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Kamara, try to run for him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get this down to around the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The final act of the 1st half, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the 1st half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the 2nd half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable 1st half that's carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Zoom black.
42, 42's the mic.
To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
22. Mega.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check butt set. Check butt set.
Go pink.
42. I don't think you got it, son. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
6. Mega.
42. Bound to lose one.
Hey, blue.
He's coming in motion. Hey.
Ready. Go.
Here's Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Check.
On the ball.
Crouch. Check your hot read.
Go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He sets to fire deep. And is caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Watch 40 yards.
A give. This is Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Stop here, D. 48. 48's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The big 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Dalton to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Back 55, back 55. Too little, Captain. Safe.
Shotgun now for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That's what I'm talking about, T. That's what I'm talking about.
On the set.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here I come.
Hey, go steal.
Here I come. Kill.
Blue striker.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Rush in. Rush
Go red.
Rush in.
SOS.
Hustle.
And Lance now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And they will remain well behind.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Record. Wide.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that